I'm Craig fucking Coffee, but I should not be recording this. Too busy enjoying fluency in my life. I killed my stutter. I killed stuttering the hard way, figuring it all out myself. It took a very fucking long time. But I tried the speech pros, those speech experts. I did therapy for 9 years. I did it all. But guess what? It doesn't work in the real world. None of the fluency shaping, breathing techniques, or easy onsets work in a cool ass coffee shop or at a bar or at school or at work or wherever you are. Never worked for me, never worked for any of my friends who stuttered as well. So what does work, Craig? Help us. Well, let me give you a big hit. All up here, mindset, belief, subconscious mind, learning about how the emotional state impacts your fluency, all of the shit that I had to figure out in the real world. But Craig, what is your qualification for it? You know what? I'm unqualified from the sense that I never went to college to beat stuttering. Fuck that. I was born, and then when I was a few years old, maybe 7 years old, I started to stutter. Nah. Fluency shaping won't work where you can't control the conditions of a random place. And look at this car is gonna turn in right here. That was unscripted, just like the real world is unscripted. So what am I doing? I'm sharing what it took me to kill my stutter in the real world. I'm pulling back the curtain to reveal it all. Why am I doing this? What is my angle, Craig? Well, let me tell you, I never wanted to. I tried to run away from teaching how to stop stuttering, how I killed my stutter for a lot of years. Why? Well, because it's not fun. It's not fun to talk about stuttering once you've beaten yours. It's not fun to be back in this stuttering world, in my opinion. No, I left it for good. But just like Jonah in the whale, the famous Bible story, and I'm not a religious guy, but it's a good story. He tried to run away from his promise or a responsibility, and he could not outrun it. Well, guess what? I tried to outrun mine. But when I was 14 years old, crying in my parents' driveway because I got out of a very hard therapy session from a new therapist, and I was fucking destroyed. And my mom was like, you know what? You're gonna have to deal with this shit. It's your stutter. For the rest of your life, it's gonna be your thing. Look, I was 14. I did not know much, but I knew I would find a way to kill my stutter. I knew spending the rest of my life doing it was not gonna work for me. It took a long time, from 14 until when I figured out how to kill it. But that was the promise I made myself. And this, what you're seeing now, is the fulfillment of that. What I promise you is real world shit. No fluff. I'm not gonna teach you from a textbook from college. No, I'm gonna show you how I talk to real people in the real world and how you can too. So one of the myths I want to tackle is this acceptance idea. Accepting your stutter is accepting your speech impediment. Hey, if you want to, fine. But in my opinion, just pessimistic pikers or losers accept their stutter. I said it. I said it, but guess what? I already get hate mail from all this shit I say anyway. So about 50% of people who stutter, in my opinion, I've talked to a few hundred on servers and on the phone, in person, in chapter meetings across the country, all sorts of people. Acceptance is poison. Acceptance is saying there's no room for it. Acceptance tells me that they don't know how to tell you how to fix it. So here's your boy Craig with some raw truth. Now I'm gonna go in and get a cup of coffee. And I'll share a story and then I'll say goodbye and we'll chat again soon. The story's a good one. It's about how I met, excuse me, hey guys. It's how I walked into a very upscale bar the other day and saw a table full of 16 beautiful ladies who were celebrating someone's birthday. Someone had a birthday sash and a crown on. And as soon as I walked in, I saw it and I just felt the instinct to go and talk. So I walked right up to them and I cracked a joke. We chatted for about a minute and then I bounced upstairs to have drinks with my friends who were there already. It was fucking fun. And this is a glimpse of what's possible, of what you can do when you kill your stutter. Yes, it's possible. So I guess the last thing I'll say is Remember that story about me when I was crying age 14 from the driveway and I made a promise to myself one day I would find a way to kill my stutter? Well, what if I had accepted it? What if that 14-year-old version of me had accepted my stutter? Well, I'll tell you, this content would not exist because I'd still be trying to say Craig and force through and push through blocks and all that other stuff, which I'm going to share a lot of those stories. But first, let me get a cup of coffee. And hey, what's up, man? You guys got a Grateful Dead shirt. It's cool. I know. I used to look at the names of things like the flavor of the coffee and figure out what I could say, and I would get that. But now I can say anything. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Good, thanks. Can I get a pour over coffee? Can I get a Columbia? Okay, great, thanks.
For here to go?
For here, please. My name is Craig. That's right, Craig. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. There we go. And see, it goes like that. This whole idea of what scares you, you can flip it right on your fucking head. The idea of what you think your life can be like, you can turn it upside down. There is room for optimism in the stuttering world. There's room for positivity. There's room for change. If I can do it, you can do it. I can't promise the results, but I can say, I'm no genius. I was just very determined. And now I can shortcut it for you. So this channel is going to be all about how I killed my stutter and how you can too. I'm Craig Coffey, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.